what would be your advice for people watching this that might have Bulldog like me, but want to get something that's a little bit more potent that will help them age less quickly?
So I think accessing the right information is key because, you know, all of social media, all of media, so Google it, a good skincare routine, you're going to be absolutely inundated with all these different products and all these different celebrities endorsing, something that they're being paid to endorse at the end of the day. And I think it is really, really difficult for people. And I would break it down into sort of 4 key pillars of what you need on your skin to help. And the number one pillar for everyone is SPF. The number one thing that contributes to aging of your skin is the sun. UVA, which is aging, is there every single day. It comes through windows, so even if you're working from home, it's coming through the window unless you're in some sort of cellar deep below your house. So number one, they need to find a really good broad spectrum SPF, and they need to have at least a factor 30 on every single day, even in the winter, even on cloudy days. That is the most important thing they can do. So if they do nothing else for their skin ever, you could throw your Bulldog away and replace it with an SPF, and I would feel confident that you were doing more for your skin. So finding a great SPF is the first pillar. And then you want some hyaluronic acid. So that molecule that the dermal fillers are made out of is a very small molecule. You can also apply it to the surface of the skin to help with hydration. So it's either a serum or a cream that's got hyaluronic acid in. Then we know we've got a couple of actives that we've got really great data for and clinical evidence they are effective on the skin. One of them is vitamin C, which is an antioxidant. It helps brighten the skin. It can help reduce pigmentation as well. And retinol. Retinol is so important to good skin in terms of aging, and it really helps us slow down that progression of fine lines, crepey texture, the enlarging of the pores that come with age. And retinol needs to be introduced gradually. You can't just slap it on every night. You will get a retinol reaction if you've got a good quality retinol. So you need to build it up gradually, and you need to always wear it at night. And it is imperative that you always pair it with SPF as well in the daytime because it sensitizes people to the sun. So those would be my sort of 4 pillars. There's loads of other things in terms of skincare that we might pull out for different skin types. If someone wants to go to the high street, they absolutely can. Sometimes I think it's not about throwing away all of their existing routine, but putting in something, a few key, maybe medical grade products that can really elevate what they're doing. So they might have a high street SPF that they love. Great, keep using it. Your cleanser hasn't got any magic in it. Just it washes your face. So just pick a cleanser that you like. I love the CeraVe cleansers. They're on the high street, they're in Boots, they're in Superdrug. They often go on offer. You can get them for about £10 to £12. Cleanser sorted. Where patients will get benefit from really investing is in the serums of the active ingredients. So the things like the vitamin C and the retinol, and getting a good quality one. Obviously, I advise people in clinic about different products and different ranges that might be suitable for them. So people can go to aesthetic clinics and obviously have a consultation with someone to get some recommendations along those lines. Equally, there are some sort of online products where they mix them together as well. So I don't know if you've heard of like Skin and Me. So it's like a subscription skincare service that the patient answers questions, uploads their skin, and talks about the concerns. Of what they do is mix it all together. Makes it more affordable. Makes it quite simple. You've got one thing you need to put on your face. The only difficulty is if someone's having a bit of issue with the actives and they need to pull it back, they can't pull one of them out of it because it's all mixed together. Which is why I prefer to do it separately for people, because I can then control each of the different elements. There are online quizzes, all the products you can do an online quiz, send in a picture of your photo and they'll give you recommendations. But if I were to say to someone what will make a difference, number 1, SPF, number 2, getting some quality medical grade products on the skin, rather than, it doesn't particularly matter on the high street how much that item is. And sometimes we sort of associate, if it's higher cost, it must be higher quality. And that isn't necessarily true, because remember, they're throttled. They can't put in lots of active ingredients. So it isn't just about spending more money. It's about choosing wisely the products that you use.
So would someone from, so I'm from Scotland, so I don't get much sun anyway. So would that, because I'm from Scotland, or someone from like Scandinavia, would that actually, although we think it's a negative being born in this country that's cold and windy and, you know, cloudy,
Your
it's
skin
actually in
thanks
the
you.
long run. Yeah, is that true? Like, what do you see somebody from one of those countries having healthier skin in the long run?
If the person that lives in the sunnier climate hasn't looked after or protected themselves from the sun, absolutely. 80 to 90% of your skin aging in Caucasian skin is from the sun. That is
That's
wild.
insane.
That is, it's just a wild statistic. And I sort of say to people, you know, if they, as I bang on, I sort of always say to people, I feel like Baz Luhrmann, and then I realise they're not old enough to get the reference to the song, and it makes me feel really old.
I don't know who that is.
Oh my God. It's a really good song, Wear Sunscreen, and he talks through and it gives you all this life advice. You'd like it. And one of the most important life advice things he says is wear sunscreen. So absolutely, someone who has lived their whole life in Scotland would have less damage from the sun on their skin than someone that has grown up in Dubai, if the person in Dubai hasn't done anything to protect their skin. As in worn no SPF, not done anything.
If you guys enjoyed that clip, please do me a huge favor before you go and head over to our Into the Mind podcast official page, where we have the raw, uncut Into the Mind podcast, and hit that subscribe button. And the more subscribers we get, the more incredible guests we can get on the show. I really appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you so much. And I'll see you all real soon.